right, we are back. We're going to get a big new thing in this next little run. And so what we are doing today is we're getting the needle upgrade. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start working through some of those. So let's go ahead and the first one, we're going to the Grand Bellway to kind of warp our way around Farloom and pick up some good little items. First one we're gonna go get is go to the Morrow, and we're gonna go to the Druid and pick up some like mossberry stew or something like that. I think mossberry stew, yes. Okay, so you don't have to go far. Just a little hop, skip, and jump up here. Can I sneaky sneak up here? Yep. Alright, then we'll talk to her. Druid, I require a picture of your mossberry stew to satiate a gourmand of the Citadel. Will you pass some to me?
A bag who will consume my berry brew, strong they'd be to bear, a taste so sharp. Here is a flavor so ripe, searing, flavor of pleasure and pain. They too may see the visions, if they taste it strong. The visions, could they see? Grant the stew for your bug, to share the visions. Yes, we shall pass it.
We got mossberry stew. Alright, she tells me to get more mossberries, which we're doing. Alright, and down we go. Backtrack back to the Bellway. All right, and now we're going to Greymore. Now we gotta do a little mob fight. Just below. We have to pay like $450 or $480 or something like that, and we're also gonna have to pay $480 for our needle upgrade. So I don't know if it may be $460. It's for something in order to get this vintage nectar drink here in Halfway Home. I'll push on that button because I'll need it in a second. But I do have that money. If you don't, then just go out and farm to the right just a little bit. It probably shouldn't take too long. I'm going to use the I'm going to be fighting some mobs, and so I'm going to change my crest to the beast crest. If that's not the best one for you, I mean, I get it. I'm going to change this to, I'll probably go with, I'll probably go with this. I like it for now. And I'm going to change to the dice for that. And yeah, that's probably good. And now we got to pay him, and he opens up the cellar for us. Bartender, I've been tasked to acquire a nectar of significant age. Would you retain any such drink?
After the fine stuff, eh? Sure, I might have a few vessels left, but I can't be selling them cheap. The shells in my cellar are the last left in Farloom. Once they're gone, no bug will ever taste such sweetness again.
Purchase the vintage nectar? You bet.
Aye, a fair trade. The aged stuff's down at the bottom of the cellar. I trust you to collect only the vessel you're owed. I'd be grabbing it myself, but it's become a hard climb for my stiffened shell.
And it's kind of a lie, because baddies jump us. Now there's mice and stuff, but sorry, excuse me. I'm just gonna avoid the mice because they're gonna get obliterated. Well, I'm gonna try to avoid the mice. They're gonna get obliterated. So, all right, it's ants. All right, and I'm gonna fight some ants. I need to get enough silk to use my ability, my enrage. So I'm gonna use it. Darn, that is not a significant usage of my enrage ability. So I'm gonna have to play it a little safer now. Try to build up some stuff so I can get some health back. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Alright, I jumped right into that, but it's okay. I got some health back. And, alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and get him and see if I can get any more. If I could just keep from running into people, I'd be pretty sweet. Okay, now the big boy down here. No, wait. There's another kind of rush of baddies. And, do feel free to use your tools, too. So I'm gonna, like, just for some fun. Alright. That one will, like, go away if you, see if you just kind of let him come out for a minute and he'll be like, I can get you. And then you can kind of, he doesn't really go much further. Alright, and get me one. And so, if you don't feel comfortable with the Beast Crest, just don't use it. Just use whatever you feel right. That's all you have to fight is all those mobs. There's kind of two waves of small mobs with a big brute at the end. And again, he comes and he breaks this portion, and he will scoot back if you get off the platform. So you can kind of coax him in and hit him a few times and back up and like hide here as long as you've got it. And then you can run back up and hit him a few times and keep doing that. Or do like tools or your sting shard right here that he'll run into. Or, you know, so there's definitely a lot of different like strategies, and you want to play to your own strengths on this because it's more mob fighting. I do think the Beast Crest is a good time to use right there, but you know, it's going to depend on how you feel about it. Sir, your cellar seems to have an ant problem. I assume in sending me down, it merely slipped your mind to mention.
Oh, well, yes, well, with your weapon and talent and what, I'm sure they didn't bruise the problem, and why, I see you've collected a prize, so we've both come out well from the trade. Enjoy your nectar, miss. No simple pilgrim will ever taste a drop so fine.
Alright. And now, I'm going to get off of this, and I'm going to recommend the Architect's Crest for where we're going next. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on, because I like it. And I'm going to put this on instead of the magnetite brooch. For my tools, my red tools, these are the blue tools, but I'm going to get the poison. And this is a valuable thing for if you're going to die. And I wouldn't use this because I don't use much magic when I put my Architect's Crest. So I may... I'm going to just go with this. I'll go with the Druid's Eye. I don't think it matters all that much. And now in our red tool slots, I do want to use the Cogfly. And I'm going to use the Curve Claw. And lastly, I would choose the Sting Shard or the Cogwork Wheel to deal with them. I think I'm going to use the Sting Shard. And basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to let your tools do the work for you against Chef Luigi or whatever. He's a challenge, and he puts out these poisons, and the poisons pop up and they hit you with muck, and yeah, that was nice. And they hit you with muck, and then you can't heal, or you have to heal once to get rid of it. But like all his attacks, except for his own body lunge thing, ends up basically poisoning you. So it's hard to get good heals in. So I try to just basically blitz him with tool usage, and that's the best strategy I found so far in dealing with him. So you're gonna go straight across, and you'll access him with a double jump down here. I'm gonna get under this guy, and okay. I don't have my grabby stuff, so go up here and sneak around. There's a mouse, I think. There we go, mousey. And then we'll hop down and go immediately to the right, and then in here. As we loop up, we want to go ahead and hit this doorway in case, just to open things up. Not that, but right up here. Hit that doorway, and now that's open for us when we want to go. Okay, so we're going to hit this gong in the middle, and we'll have to fight these two guys. The one in the back flies off. And the Architect's Crest has a really good charge attack, so I'm going to try to get them with charge attacks. I'm not going to use my tools on them because I want them to be totally available for the chef. Alright, so let's give it a shot. The chef basically just dives in and sends up the muck, and you try to avoid it. You can also, right when it goes down, if you can time it right, you can hit. I'm not going to try to do that, but it is a tactic. You can hit, and it pushes back the stuff that shoots out of the ground. So if that works for you, you can use it. And he also jumps and lunges at you. And so I'm basically going to try to avoid him. I will probably get muck maggoted fairly quickly, and it's okay. I'm just trying to beat him before he kills me without heals. So let's try it. Throw out a lot of tools. Go ahead and charge. And they're like, hmm? Okay. I can get my charge up, and that's lame. Okay, so I got my 3. There we go. Now it's chef time. He's gonna come down, and I'm gonna dodge that one and get these guys out. So dodging through, and then if you can get him right on the very edge, you can make your boomerang attack hit for a bunch. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so like, I didn't do it. And you can just throw out those particular things, the little steam shards. They're gonna get hit, but they're gonna hit him some as well. All right. Not a good boomerang there, but I think he's really pretty close. There we go. So he probably didn't look very hard in that the tools did a whole bunch. I usually have more trouble than what I showed just then with him, but just let those tools do their work. The cogflies are just going to go at it, and then the curve claw, you're just going to want to try to get that apex of the turn right in his body, so it curves back and hits him like 3 times as opposed to just the once through him. And then I didn't put out many sting shards, and he'll probably hit him with his muck juice or whatever, but it will probably shatter them and end up hitting him a little bit. You're just trying to kind of apply regular damage to him with your tools, because trying to get your healing back is challenging, and if you freak out about that, and try to start not being aggressive, he tends to win out on that for most people, I think. Okay, so we've got everything we need except for the meat rasher, and so I'm going to switch back to the crest I'm most comfortable with when traveling and just in control, and that's the Wanderer's crest for me. But whatever is most comfortable for you, and what we're going to do is, like, if you watched my Hollow Knight videos, and we did the flower quest towards the end, this is basically another flower crest. Now, the flower quest, and basically with the flower quest, you couldn't get hit. This one you can get hit, but as you get hit, it messes up the meat that you're transferring, and so you want to. Where am I going? I'm going to the Grand Bellway, and it messes up the meat that you're carrying, so you can't get hit much at all. So I'm going to go walk the path backward. Don't sit on any bench. Once you, as you go through the pathway, and once you're cleaning it, and you clean it of all enemies, and then after that, you don't have to deal with anybody as you're walking back. And I've done this in several different pathways, but there's one that has worked the best. I do have to still check my map a little bit, and that's okay. It's more what's best is not getting hit, because that damages the meat. We're going to be going from here. I got to get here, and then we're going to go all the way to the left and down and ziggy-zag through. Then we'll go down through the Grand Gate. Then we'll go down this way, and we'll crisscross. You can't fall all the way through because you can't go back up that way. So we're going to clean this way, and then down this part of Shellwood, and we're going to run directly right into Bellheart. And Bellheart is where we start the quest, and then we do the path that I just showed you. We run that, backward. So let's get to cleaning. Let me get to my actual, destination. This isn't, this is me fighting people, but it's not necessary cleaning because we're not going to be in this portion as we deliver. So we're getting closer to the delivery. I hate it when I get off the map. Right up here. I'm gonna go ahead and kill him, but I'm gonna start killing these guys. They're close enough to the path that I don't want to deal with them. Definitely killing him. Okay. And I think this may be it, right in here, and then we would go up. So right up here, this is where we're going to. And so we're gonna go ahead and clean our pathway out. So just down a little and to the left, and kill everybody who might give us trouble. And you can't sit on a bench when you get back to Bellheart or something, because that will be, just sitting on a bench is going to be just re-triggering and putting all the enemies back. So that's not a good thing to do. I'm going to talk to Big Grasshopper Dude here in a second. Hello, Grasshopper Man. I had hoped to never step in these hateful halls, yet here I stand, as all those hapless bugs before. You have journeyed far from the damned cell, Tallbug. If you would oppose the minions of the Citadel, you have my respect. When we shout our stance, then we shout our stance where few others seem possessed of will enough to resist. So many weak minds, drawn up and strong, in love with the great golden leech atop their lands. Farewell, Talbek, until we cross again. Or until death calmly claims us both. Yeah, we won't have to see him, but we might as well talk to him in order to progress him through his stuff. And we can open up his area. You don't need to go this way, but I'm going to go ahead and kill them because sometimes, like as I was previously running this, I was like running back and whoa, is it this way? And so I don't want to deal with them. So that's good. We're still going downward. I'm going to kill this guy. Not that I'm probably going to get into that corner, but just clean it out real good so I can really just run and watch for the stuff and the like things that are just part of the path. I think we don't have to go down this way. And kill this guy over here. And kill these guys. I just dropped him down there, but I am gonna go follow him down and kill him. Check my map. Yeah. And there's one over here, I think. Yeah, don't want to deal with him either. Patrolling bug. In case I go anywhere in this room, I'm going to go ahead and kill all of them as I'm running back. Because you can get kind of hectic and be like, you don't want to think about it much as you return. You want to just be able to whoop them. Or just be able to run. I said whoop them. You're whooping them now. You just want to run. There's a fan there. One of my favorite things to do is to jump into fans, as you've probably watched through my videos. I'm really good at jumping into fans. Do not sit on this flea bench. They're like, whoa, it's you. I'm gonna go ahead and kill all these guys. Not particularly. So, alright, kill you. And I'm just kind of playing it safe. I don't think I'm gonna be over this far, but checking my map. Yeah. I'm gonna kill this guy. All just to make my life easier. Falling down here. We can't fall all the way down. But we don't want to fall onto the next stage. This is as far as we want to go. I am going to get rid of this guy because he will appear and I'd rather not deal with him. Now those small little blade bugs, there's nothing you can do about them. You're just going to have to fight. They're going to be there because they respawn as you leave the room. So I'm not going to go to the left portion of this room because I'm just going to go straight up and to the right. So again, now I've just got a little bit of spikes to dodge down here. Those ones right there. Go all the way down and to the right until you get into Shellwood. Hippity hop. And then you'll fall down here. And I will kill these guys. Ugh. And down here we go. Hit the ground level. Yeah, be careful of this. As you're running really fast, if you run into it like that, you'll hurt the meat. So, there's not a lot of those instances like objects that you can run into outside of walls, but you do want to kill the spear guys. The water bugs, you can't. Oops. Sorry, didn't mean to go down here. We're going straight into Bellheart now. The water bugs, they respawn anytime you leave the room, but these guys will not. So you want to get them out of there, out of your hair, so you don't have to bother with them. All right. Okay, so we're here. Do not sit on the bench because it will prompt all those bad guys to be back. I'm going to talk to these two, Tip and Pill. And Tip and Pill will tell you, I'm not doing their voices, I'm sorry. Curious, I require a rasher of meat for an old bug in the Citadel. Can you prepare it for me?
A bug up, thanks. No, it's our finest food. If things appreciate, we can prepare it most prompt. Miss Courier has only to ask.
And we're going to go with Courier's rasher. Take the Courier's rasher? Yes, we should.
It is yours, Miss Courier. Meat's prepared, fresh as fresh in our special way. Miss Courier must know our rasher is delicious, strong, fatty food, but is not long to last. If not stored quick, it is flavor fast turns foul.
If the rasher is likely to spoil, then I shall make fast for the Citadel. I have no desire to see your efforts or your scant supplies wasted.
But Miss Courier, before depart, you must know all deliverings are in needing of great care. No bump, no shake, no taking funny transport, only leg, claw, wing must be used to see them where they need to be going. Carry the delivery safe, Miss Courier, cared for like your own child.
Alright, and my timer has started, so, like I said, you can't take the tram, or, not the tram, we don't have a tram here, but, it's like Hollow Knight. You've got to just run it there. So, I'm backtracking through the exact path that we did before, just trying to keep regular speed, but also being careful. Now this next room I think is where I can bump into the thing. It may be the next one. Nope, there it is. And up we go, and these guys are gone, so that makes it easier. And then as we exit this room, we'll run all the way left out of Shellwood and into the bottom of the blasted steps. Hop over this thing, hippity hop, keep on going, and take the first up exit. Right here. Watch for the spikes on the right. Ooh, watch for the spikes. I almost got hit by the spikes after telling you like twice. Alright, and don't sit on that bench. And I hop here and float on over. I didn't do a great job with that. So, hoppy hop. There we go. And now, just right up this way and exit to the right. Big jump. I can get right up there. There we go. And watch for the blade bugs because they can hurt you and we couldn't clean them out. But here we go, upward, 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 and once we've gotten through this portion, we can go to the right. Alright, now to the right. Double jump, hippity hop there. Oh, you see how much it hurt my my rasher? Not great. No mistakes, no mistakes. Alright, bouncy, bouncy. Alright, and past the fleas. We're going to ascend these, once we get in the door, we're going to ascend those little scales, these things, these scaleways. I'm going to step on it so it raises for me. And up here, and one more. And now we can get in. Watch for that fan. And up we go. And we're going to just continue upward as much as we basically can. So looking at our map, just to the right, and then keep going up. We are going back left a little right here, and then up we go, and up we go. Not that one, that was the little fake thing that I said earlier. Remember, that's your exit. It's hard to see, but that is how you get up. That's where the green prince was. Then up again. And to the right now. Crossing over, continue to the right. And we've got good time. We just have to go to the right, out of this room, up a little bit, and to the right again. And we're about to be in the actual room we need to be. You can hop straight up. Here, you hop straight up. And we have to talk to him. And I still had enough time. And hopefully you will too. I think you'll do it. If it doesn't work the first time, I think the second time you'll be like real good about it. You can go back and get the meat again. Sir, I bring ingredients for the dish.
And at last my master is withering away from hunger. Let us see what gifts you bring. Now, what's this, the rasher of a courier? Tied up tight, I can see its fat still dripping fresh. Pickled monk maggot, so that banished chef's recipes outlived them after all.
No, not so, sir. I claimed the maggot from the chef themselves. Their brutish work continued, even with their shell claimed by cursed thread.
Incredible. A bug so devout, they could cook with mind expunged. The citadel was far too hasty to expel such brilliance. The nectar to think such an aged extract still exists. What an exquisite tragedy that I cannot taste it myself. My master must have every drop. This stew of moss berries stirred thick, good. It shall form the base once set in mold. A crust nut, stale and dull, you'll be thinking, yes, but ground to finest powder. That's when its tart taste blooms.
With this I have fulfilled my promise, sir. The ingredients have all been delivered. I trust now the meal can be made, and the oil awarded for my efforts.
You'll have your oil, whelp. Firstly, learn some patience. The dish must be prepared perfectly, enough to rouse my master and see them sated. Now permit me to work my skill, and you'll stand to see a meal of scent and taste that would dazzle Farloom in her prime.
Okay, so he's happy, he's making food. No, it actually was okay. Taste, smell,
Texture, it is done. A meal to rival Farloom's finest. Mighty master, how long you have waited to set your jaw upon so perfect a dish. Join us and dine.
And he sings. And then here we go. And we did it. Your master seems satisfied, sir. It is time you gave what was promised.
Yes, it has been done, made and served. A dish to match my master's refined desires. The pale trifle is yours. Take it and leave. My master needs time to reflect, and I must ponder on flavors anew.
Boom. And we've got our pale ore. I gotta say, when I first saw that, I really expected the master to come and eat that guy instead. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But I was wrong. Alright. We're gonna go... Oh, actually. We're gonna go upward. And to the right. And here. We're gonna pop out the Cogwork core area. And we're gonna go up one and to the left. Wait, no. We're right in the room. We're gonna go straight up and we're gonna talk to this this little thing. Breaky break, breaky break. And ooh. Break him out. And inspect, and then we can inert an automaton with an empty chest. Insert the cogwork heart? You bet we will. And then bro is awake.
Vulcan, is this sentinel functional? Is it shell? Still devoted, is this sentinel and awaiting your commandment? You speak, Gilded One. I have no command for you, but my curiosity is piqued. You call yourself a sentinel. What is it you are charged with protecting? Defense of the sacred citadel and the voices that fill it is our eternal duty. I had assumed as much. Yet look around you, Gilded One. During your slumber, the citadel has fallen, and its voices lay silent. This place is dead, or very nearly. Some would argue that standing guard over a kingdom's corpse is a foolish task, empty of meaning. I wonder then, will you still hold true to your charge? Eternal is the citadel, eternal is the devotion of the sentinels. While it shall is functional, this sentinel will hold true to its duty.
And then bro jumps out. And we're gonna leave. And we've got to see him several places. Whoa. And so we're gonna see him in his first little place. So up we go. Do sit on this little bench though in order to see him in his first place, even if you don't need to. I think you might have to sit on a bench in order to like trigger time to move forward, so you can then see him in his first location. Okay, over here, instead of seeing that first guy, he's fighting in this area. We help him fight. And yo, we bow. What's up, dude? And off he goes. You don't have to bow, but I think it's the respectful thing to do. So, no, I bow. And we're going to go down here. I am going to sit on the bench. And now, let's go turn in. We need 480 to get our reward of a new needle upgrade. So, down to the Grand Bellway. And then we're going to Bellway our way to Bellheart. And we're going to be good. I want to check something really quick, and see if this quest is available. You don't have to. You can just go on to Bellheart if you want. I'm about to do that, but I want to see on the Bell board if the if a particular quest is ready. Sorry to slow us down.
Nope.
It's not. Okay, so back what I was saying. Let's go to Bellheart, turn it in, and that's gonna be our video. Okay, sit, just for fun. And hey, take me to Bellheart, Bob. Bill the Bell Beast. Alright, he doesn't have anything new, does he? Okay, and up we go. Plenty.
That's fine.
I have more oil, Pinmaster.
Its acquisition was no small task, but if it aids my blade, those challenges will be well rewarded. Even more oil. What preposterous luck. That unseen gift in quantity unheard, discovered by a single bug. Would you pass the oil, traveler, and perhaps a few rosaries for ongoing effort? Allow this pinmaster to again work wonder upon your blade. That's 450. I think I said it was 480 earlier, but 450 you gotta have. If you don't, I would just grind that from the Grand Bellway.
Hola, this is
That's his voice. His voice should be like that.
well done. What miracle to work again upon steel so fine. Few pins left in Varloom could attain such a sheen. You must tell me, traveler, wherever did you come upon such a splendid weapon?
The blade was a gift given by a noble tribe of my homeland. They forged the strongest steel, though it was rarely seen beyond their hive. That tribe has now long passed, and with them, the secrets to their craft.
Ah, if they are gone, it's a rarer piece than would be guessed. But what grand luck for this humble pinmaster to have worked with such a weapon.
Alright, and we did it. So now you've got as upgraded as it can get in Act 2. Alright, so hopefully this was valuable to you. Hope you knocked it out and you can feel the full strength of the needle in Act 2. Alright, hopefully this was great. I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.